The light of God surrounds me, the love of God enfolds me wherever I am. God is and all is fabulous. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. Let's talk about the awakening. What is the awakening? Alright, this is your soul family, Sa. This chair is squeaking. Alright, this is your soul family, Sa. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe so you can see and hear from me more. And if you have, welcome back. It's good to see you guys. I hope you're doing fabulous as my, or even better. Okay, guys, let's talk about the awakening. What is the awakening, Sa? If you hear this chair squeaking, ignore it. All right, the awakening. What is the awakening and what does it mean to be awake? Are you awake? Are you? All right, the awakening. The awakening is a spiritual process where the soul, again, we're talking about the soul when you're really not even the soul, all right? We're talking about the energy, your energy that comes inside this vessel of body, all right? Your embodiment of your beingness, all right? So when this embodiment of your beingness wakes up to its truth or divine truth, all right? And there are divine truths in the world, okay? When it wakes up from the slumber sleep of life, realizing and acknowledging who and what this is, you know, when you go beyond the veil, basically, all right? Awakening is when you wake up, when your consciousness wakes up. It's all about consciousness, baby. It's all about consciousness in this life. And so when your consciousness wakes up, I have a fly. It decided to join us. I'm like, all right, hello. So all forms of life are beings, all right? Are human the only creatures who have consciousness? Have you ever thought about that? Because they're not, all right? Other beings have also consciousness, all right? But there is a process of awakening that happens to human and it doesn't happen to other beings. Probably don't know about their process of thinking. Hear me out, okay? When the human soul understands or wakes up from the dream of life and realizes that they are the creator or the attractor or the shifter of their life through the God energy that they have within the mind and heart. All right. When a soul wakes up from their life realizing there is more to them than just the physical body form, all right, when they wake up from their life and they realize there is more to life than just living. Actually, there is. Because every soul has a purpose, you know, when the soul starts to question what is life, am I here just for this? Am I supposed just to do this? That energy that comes inside your body is nudging you and pushing you to come forward, your soul purpose. That's when the awakening process kind of starts, all right? When you start questioning, why? Who are you? Why are you here? Why? Who are you? Why are you here? Why are you born? Is this it? Is this it? You know, am I born just to get the best next thing, best job, best this, best that? Is that just it? When you start questioning stuff like that, that's when I call it you wake up from the dream of life. You realize life is just a dream, okay? You realize there is more to it. You dig deeper and you awaken extra senses. You have extra senses beside the eye, ear, nose, touch, taste. You have other senses. So when you wake up to your other senses, to your own truth, and you realize the power that you have, because your other senses are your super human gifts, okay? Everybody is uniquely unique. Everybody has a gift. Everybody has a spiritual gift. Everybody in this life, it's just beautiful. It's very beautiful, because I have a saying I always say, I tell everybody here is born witch and witches, like warlocks. We're all witches and warlocks. We all have power. We all have power. The source energy is within you, always operating, not just moving this physical body. It's shifting and bringing energy. You know, when you wake up to your energetic self and you realize, holy shit, there's more to me than this. There's more to me. There's energy. I can sense it. I can sense the energy. When I started meditating, and within 5-6 minutes of silencing my mind, I started sensing energy. I lost my physical senses, and I kind of like started sensing and feeling energy. So I'm an energy reader. It's easy for me to read energy. But when the first time happened, that my first experience of awakening in 2012, I was like, holy shit, what is this I'm feeling? And then my muscles inside my body would be twitching and shit. And I'm like, shit. Because I would sense the energy strands and I'll like move it and stuff. And I'm like, damn, girl, I didn't know I have all this in me. And I will just move my light out so bright. It was amazing, because the first experience of awakening for me, I realized what kind of powers I have. Everybody is uniquely unique, okay? But when you wake up to your other double, etheric double, it's called in some mythology, okay? This is your physical. You have a spiritual self. That is the source energy, spiritual self that comes inside you. That is the energy signature I was talking about. That's your double. In some religions and stuff, they call it Qareen, but that is you, but just in spirit form, that comes inside you through chakras, through energy channels. Oh, there's more to this. But anyways, listen up. When you wake up and realize there's more to you than just this physical form, that is when the awakening happens. Okay, you wake up and you realize you're not your body, you're not your name. Okay, you are not your mind. There are certain realizations and truth that you hit. All right, and when you hit and you realize that, that's when you become whole, complete, because you break through that lie of separation. And that is an awakening. Awakening is a process for the soul, again, soul, for the soul to realize its power and to awaken that inner power within. All right, so then you take control of your life from within you. And yeah, that is what the awakening is. So are you awake? Are you awake? Do you realize that your thoughts create your life? Are you in control of your thoughts, or do you let your thoughts control you? You know what? I always say there's one seat in your mind for one master. Let that master be you, and don't let that mind master you. Okay, you have to wake up to your true power if you haven't yet. There's so much distraction around the earth. If you don't know who you are, you haven't woken up yet. If you don't know who you are, you haven't woken up yet. And if you are awake and you know who you are, you would be going through a lot of psychic warfares. And if you are, please understand you're not alone, okay? Always, always understand you are extremely powerful, and the enemy is always fighting you for your light. And this time more than ever, okay? The veil has thinned. It's extremely thin right now. So your power should be tremendous. And guess what? The enemy is stealing your energy. And this is the time. They don't want the ascension to happen. So guys, please, are you awake? Are you awake? Do you realize how powerful your mind is? Who are you feeding? Which kind of news are you feeding? You know, this time more than ever, this time you have to activate the awakening again, because the awakening is not one stage, and once you reach there, you're like, hey, I'm awake. I was like that too. I used to say I'm awake all the time, you know, to everybody. Like when I think and I'm like, oh, they're asleep, but I'm awake. No, there's levels of awakeness, not just when you're awake, it doesn't mean that's it. There's no extra level. There's levels of consciousness. You should always seek the next level. All right? You should always seek the next level. So I hope this topic really brightened your intellect. All right? And I will see you soon. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you have, you'll continue seeing me. Thank you for watching. This is your soul family, Sa. I love you so very much, with so much love, positivity, and bright, bright, bright sun energy I send from my heart to yours. Thank you.